ahead when you're ready.
So I'm asking my question on behalf of the Cambridgeshire Sustainable Alliance, Sustainable Travel Alliance. We're an alliance of 31 organisations active in the areas of transport, environment and health. Be bold, be brave and take action. That was the key message from the Greater Cambridge Citizens' Assembly on congestion, air quality and public transport in 29 to the GCP. Assembly participants were acutely aware that positive outcomes depended on politicians having the courage to take difficult decisions. As one Assembly member put it, have some backbone. We can't afford not to act on what this Assembly has concluded. But after years of work, where are we now? The solution we need is on the table. You have detailed plans for a powerful scheme that reduces congestion, generates a substantial amount of revenue every year to spend on sustainable transport, and encourages people to switch from driving to sustainable transport. But after months of timid fence-sitting, you've withdrawn your support. When transformational change was within reach, you chose not to lead the way. If you vote not to take an STZ forward, you risk a public transport system in a spiral of decline, which will hit the young, older people and those on low incomes the hardest. Rising carbon emissions from transport when the past 8 years were the warmest ever on record. Increased time lost to congestion and the costs that brings. Reliance on a patchwork of less powerful alternative schemes, some to raise revenue and some to reduce congestion, each of which will require months or years of plans, consultations and debates. Noisy objection to any scheme you bring forward. The grass is not necessarily greener on the other side. Please don't let failure be your legacy. We need action now. Please start work with urgency on other schemes to reduce congestion, free up road space, promote behaviour change, raise revenue for public transport and enable bus reform. We need you to improve and deliver the road user hierarchy, progress the integrated parking strategy, deliver on the greenways, build travel hubs, while at the same time consulting on schemes that could raise much needed recurring revenue, such as a workplace parking levy and an enhanced city centre scheme. We also need you to speak up with confidence for the plans you are developing. Much of the public was unaware of the benefits of the Making Connections proposals, and a lack of positive communication about its benefits left a void that was filled with anti-STZ messaging. I'll finish with my question. Can officers outline how the current proposals meet the strategic objectives of the City Deal programme and explain how these objectives could be met by other schemes if the STZ doesn't go ahead?
Yes, Chair. Ms Hughes just asked me about the ways in which the scheme meets the objectives. It's my professional view, as set out in the paper that scenario 1A gives the best balance of achieving City Deal objectives in terms of traffic reduction, supporting sustainable growth and improving public transport, with the obvious concerns that were expressed during the consultation. So whilst not delivering as much benefit as scenario 2 in terms of traffic reduction or revenue raising, it's my view that 1A, which is a move to peak time only operation, substantially reduces the potential negative short-term impact on small business and the self-employed, and that it goes further to reflect consultation feedback than scenario 2. In terms of alternative ways to meet those objectives, as we set out in the technical work, there's potential for a contribution to these objectives by various other interventions, including many of the things that are already underway in the GCP programme. Findings of previous stages of technical work has been that no one intervention alone other than the STZ could meet these objectives. So achieving them is likely to require a combination of measures, looking at revenue raising and demand management. But we're taking forward work, thinking about some questions through the road network hierarchy and the integrated parking strategy.